This video is part of a playlist in which we're looking at 78 questions to ask Christians from the Atheist Voice. So let's look at today's question.
Do you think it's just a coincidence that different religions are popular in different parts of the world? Do you believe that if you were born in Saudi Arabia, you would be a Muslim rather than a Christian? Is it possible that religion has less to do with what's true and more to do with the circumstances of where and when you were born?
I think the main question here is, how does religion affiliate with geography? And Hermit just tries to say that people believe in different religions because that's how they are raised. So let's go through these questions one by one and really take a look at what he is asking.
Do you think it's just a coincidence that different religions are popular in different parts of the world?
I don't think it's a coincidence. People tend to believe what they are brought up with. That is why critical thinking is so important. We can't just assume that beliefs are true. We need to look at the evidence and go wherever the evidence leads us. So let's keep rolling. Here's the second question again.
Do you believe that if you were born in Saudi Arabia, you would be a Muslim rather than a Christian?
I have no doubt that if I grew up in a Muslim household in Saudi Arabia, I probably would have been a Muslim at first, in the same way that if I grew up in an atheist home, I'd probably be an atheist first, or if I grew up in a Christian home, I'd probably be a Christian first. But once again, we have to realize the importance of critical thinking. Regardless of how we are raised, we should be willing to evaluate other worldviews and try to find the truth. I think if I was raised in an atheist household or a Muslim home, I would have left those beliefs and became a Christian by the age that I am now. This is because when the evidence is looked at honestly, I believe the truth is Christianity, and I just want to go wherever the evidence follows. So let's move on to the final, main question being asked here.
Is it possible that religion has less to do with what's true and more to do with the circumstances of where and when you were born?
So yes, it's obvious that there's a correlation between religion and geography. But this isn't just limited to religious beliefs. China is a declared atheist state, and up to 90% of the Chinese are not religious. This is nearly 20% more than the second most irreligious nation in the world. So beliefs, regardless of if they are theistic or atheistic, are typically passed down from generation to generation. Now, if you want to say a belief is untrue because it is passed down from generation to generation, that is a genetic fallacy. A genetic fallacy occurs when you attack an idea solely based on its history, origin, or source, rather than its meaning or how it fits within culture. So if I went out there and said, you see, the majority of Muslims come from the Middle East, and they were raised Muslims, so therefore, Islam is just passed down from generation to generation. Therefore, Islam is false. That's a fallacy. That doesn't say anything about the truth of the religion. We have to look at every question with critical thinking. Absolute truth, such as either God existing or not, or if Jesus rose from the dead or not, doesn't change based off who believes it and who does not believe it. To wrap things up, these questions don't change anything about Christianity. Of course, beliefs can and usually are passed down from parents to kids, but that still doesn't change our responsibility to think critically and try to find the absolute truth. So thanks for listening, guys. I'm Zach. This is It Here in Apologetics, and I just want to remind you that God loved you so much, He sent His Son down to die for you and your sins so that you can be in eternity with Him. God bless, guys.